Fear is one of the most debilitating experiences that any of us has. And one of the tricks of the devil is to play on our fears. So we often hear Jesus saying to his followers and the God of Israel saying to the people in the Old Testament, "Do not be afraid." But by the same token, we must fear God. In this weekend's Gospel from Matthew, Jesus is talking to the 12 apostles. He's sending them out in his name. Earlier in the chapter, before the section we read on Sunday, he warned them that they are going out like sheep among wolves. They'll be badly received in some places. They'll be dragged before governors and kings, betrayed even by friends and family. You will be hated, he says, by everyone because of me. And then at the beginning of Sunday's reading, he says, do not be afraid of them. Do not fear those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. Seems that losing your life is no problem. A follower of Jesus doesn't need to fear that kind of thing. But fear him rather who can destroy both body and soul in hell. The message is, don't fear any of the things you would normally fear, and they are many. But fear God. Fear the one who is truly ultimate, who's above all things, and in whose presence we should stand in awe and wonder and deep respect. So there's a bad fear, a craven, servile kind of fear, which we experience because of sin and our alienation from God, who's always looking after us, and we should have no part in that kind of fear. And there's a good fear. One way of thinking about this is to look at parents and their little children. Every parent wants their toddler to have a healthy fear of fire, deep water, traffic, and other things. If the children don't, a parent will seek to instill in them a proper respect for the awesome power of those things and the danger that comes from being careless around fire and water and traffic. Parents don't want their children to be crippled, which is what bad fear does to people. When they grow up, they want their children to harness fire for cooking and heating. They want them to swim and sail in the oceans and drive happily and confidently on the highway. So what is this fear of God? There's something really telling about the way Jesus speaks about the fear of God. We hear him say that really tough line on Sunday, fear him rather who can destroy both body and soul in hell, and then immediately after that, he says, can you buy 2 sparrows for a penny, and yet not one falls to the ground without your Father knowing? Why, every hair on your head has been counted. There is no need to be afraid. You are worth more than hundreds of sparrows. So, the one we are meant to fear is the one who loves us the most. We have a proper fear of God precisely because he has counted every hair on our head. He is the God of the universe, and he holds us even more than he holds every single sparrow in his loving hands. If we know how much we are loved by God, then we will have a deep fear of ever offending God. When we have a proper fear of God, there is no need to be afraid of anything else, because as he says, you are worth more than hundreds of sparrows.